Hi guys and welcome back to another video. Now this is the 75 gallon Reef update episode 4. Now just before I start I just want to mention that at the end of this video I'm going to be announcing some new projects and some things which are going to change on the channel, some new stuff, some exciting stuff, some sad stuff, some boring stuff. So if you want to listen to all that, make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. And now we're going to get on with the 75 gallon Reef update episode 4. So there has been some few changes to the tank since the last video, and the most noticeable change is probably the wave makers. They probably stand out the most. Now I finally got upgraded wave makers for this tank. Now these are RW8, so the Jebao RW8 pumps. Now I have two. It's kind of a bit of overkill, but it gives me broad options. I'm keeping SPS, LPS, soft coral. It gives me a broad aspect of what I can keep with these wave makers, because I now know that flow is not an issue. Plus I got these particular wave makers quite cheap for what they actually are, and I got both of them for a bargain, so I ended up getting them. So this is the first thing we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the RW8's. Now these pumps are quite small, compact, kind of like a slim, sleek design, which I'm really digging about these wave makers. I really do think they look great. They're actually smaller than my Tunes wave makers, which were actually less litres per hour than these, which is brilliant. The smaller you can keep the pump, but more efficient. Personally, I think it's the best, because obviously it's not the most appealing thing in the world in your tank, so it's brilliant to keep these things small, but it's still efficient. Overall impressions were brilliant. These filters have worked brilliant from day one. Wave makers, and they just simply do the job well. I'm still tuning them in, trying to get the right flow for the tank and see what the toadstool likes, but it's not really digging it at the minute. So I'm going to go through the controller. Now I don't know everything about the controller at the minute, I'm still learning it myself, but a few things I picked up is the green button is the speed, which you can ramp it up and down. I do know the day and the night mode. For the night mode you hold the pink or red button down for a long period of time, and this changes to the pumps becoming quieter and not as much flow. You also have the controller bit where you can set your pump to a certain speed, and with that particular speed make it stronger and basically stronger and slower. The pink button also controls the different waves, so you can have different types of waves, so different pulses from the wave maker for different lengths of time. I'm still learning all this, so I'm not going to do an informational video. I'm just going to go over what I know with these so far. Now they do have a light sensor, which me stupidly put them underneath the stand where it was dark, so they were constantly on night mode, so I couldn't understand why they weren't really strong, so I've ended up moving them out into the front of the tank. Now the good reason about these, why I've got these, is because they have night mode, and at night mode they are silent. My other wave makers were horribly noisy and just horrible, so I just got rid of them because they were no use to me anyway. So what I like about these, like I said, is the night mode. They're quiet and they are just efficient, basically. It allows me at night to sleep well because the tank is in my room, and during the day have efficient flow in the tank. Now something else which we've actually managed to acquire is I've now silicone the dual filter box in, and I've ordered the pump. With the recent events, this is actually not going to get used, so it was a waste of an investment, but it's not too much of a hassle because I can just sell it on to someone, and yeah, we'll lose a bit of money, but I'm not too interested about that. Now, as you guys follow me on Facebook, you will not believe the amount of copepods and little critters and feather dusters in this tank. It's unbelievable. So as you go and follow me on Facebook, Aquaparadise Facebook page, the link will be in the description below, you can see all the critters in this tank and all the weird and wonderful things what go on at this tank, especially in the morning when I first turn the lights on. So now guys, basically the last thing I want to mention is that the diatom bloom is gone. I've not seen it for a couple of days now, which I'm really happy about, which means that hopefully all the sand is being ridden as silicons, which is brilliant news. So basically that brings me to the end of the video. Now there is a few things what I want to mention, like projects coming up. One of the first projects is, I'm not going to tell you them because, well, one of them I am, but the other two, they're not for definite yet. I'm working on them. So I don't want to get everyone's hopes up or tell you guys and it not happen, because it kind of makes me out to be a liar. I'm doing this, view my channel, and then never get around to doing it. So, but the first thing which I've done, which I've already brought, so it's definitely happening, is that the 75-gallon Reef unfortunately is going. Now I know I've only up to 4 episodes and I've only just got started with this tank, and I know, hold back on the comments there, but this tank's too big. Now this tank's in my bedroom, and a fish tank personally is not for a bedroom. It is if you can get it quiet and silent and it's not too big, or if you have a big room, that's fine. But for my particular bedroom it doesn't particularly fit. I have managed to get a tank downstairs. The effort in trying to change the mind of my family to get a tank downstairs has been unbelievably hard, but we did it. Now I'm not going to tell you guys because I'll reveal it all in a video, but basically it is a downgrade, but it's not. It's small tank but holds quite a considerable amount of water. Big word. So basically that's it. Now one of the other projects is kind of like a project which I've done before, so it's not new. I'm carrying it on hopefully, but it needs permission to do that. Now, well, basically I'll just tell you guys, it's the fish room. I want to start the fish room again with some fish, and obviously start breeding and taking orders, things like that. Cool, interesting things like that. Hopefully I'll get permission and it goes ahead. Is not, unfortunately can't do it, but let's just hope it does. One of them is not for certain, so I'm not actually going to mention that one, but that is a cool project I'm doing with one of the sponsors for the channel. Words today are not on my side, people. So yeah, so enough of me rambling. This video is going to be like half an hour long at this rate. So don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to carry on following the channel and the series. Unfortunately, this may be the last. We may not see episode 5, but it's been fun. All this has been fun. It's been cool and interesting, especially seeing all the little critters in the tank, which, like, they're on Facebook if you want to see them. The link is down below. So now the fish, the rock, the coral will all go in the new tank. So the tank will basically look exactly the same, just that it'll be a different tank. So there won't be too much change. Now hopefully I'm going to carry on the series or make a new series, but that is a definite tank what won't disappear. But as you guys probably know, as hobbyists yourself, things change, like the wind changes direction with us. We want this, we want that, we want this, we want that, and it can be so hard to make your mind up. So don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out BB2 Marines and Frags Facebook page, which are the sponsors to the channel, which will be in the link below. Something I've not mentioned to you guys is that, as you're a member of Frags, all the sponsors on their Facebook page, you actually get 10% off. Now, BB2 Marines is one of the sponsors, which is also a sponsor to the other sponsor. It's complicated. But basically, if you want to buy something from BB2 Marines, as long as you're a Cheap Frag Facebook member, you can get 10% off anything you order from there. So once you order all what you get in, they'll knock 10% off as long as you're a Cheap Frags Facebook member. Now unfortunately I don't sell any merchandise or I don't sell anything, but if I did, you would get 10% off, but unfortunately I don't, so we'll have to work something out with that. But again, I am a sponsor to them as well as me. So check them out, rate, comment, subscribe, and just basically keep updated for more stuff.